Hey guys, how are you all? Hope so you all are doing well. So let's start the story without any further conversation. My voice is so long today. Hmm. It's beautiful morning as always. The same. Every morning is beautiful if the two birds is together like today. They are also together, but the difference is this. One is making the breakfast and the other one is sleeping peacefully in his room. The boy is so beautiful. He is trying cooking with the smile on his face. He to cook food for his who always pass him so many compliments and complete his morning. He is a house and is so happy in his life. What you want in your life when you have a who cares for you, who is just like a whom everyone want. Park. Oops, sorry, Min Jimin. Life is perfect and he's so happy in his life. He don't know the arrange turn into like this. He stays so happy. He see that time. Jimin, oh my. Jimin come in. Jimin come in the room and smile to see his who is sleeping peacefully on the bed. Jimin, Yoongi, wake up. See the time, he said and removed the curtains. Sunlight come in the room and the whole room start shining. The man turned. Jimin, close the curtains. Jimin, Yoongi, wake up. See the time. Yoongi sighed and he opened his eyes. Jimin placed his accessories on their places and everything. Jimin, get ready and come downstairs. I make the breakfast. Yoongi sits on the bed and start to see him. He folds his hand. Yoongi, come here. Jimin, no, I don't. You go and fresh up. Yoongi, okay then. I am also here. You don't come, he said, and Jimin signed to see him. He go, and within second, Yoongi said him. Jimin, now, what you want to say, Yoongi? Why you become in the morning? I don't get. I get kid who don't go office by himself. Yoongi, I go. Jimin, I know how much now you are time, and after that you the things. Yoongi, I am not time. I am spending my time with my lucky. Jimin smiled to see him. Jimin turned. Now get up, he said, and about to go when Yoongi, you were saying something, and he know. Yoongi is trying to him, Jimin him on his shoulder, and run from the room. Yoongi chuckle to see him and then go for fresh up. As he see the time, and as he see the time, he is really late. He is so lucky to have Jimin in his life. Jimin did everything. He didn't want anyone or anything. No. यार लिख कर ना लिख तो ले पर वॉइस ओवर नहीं हो लाइक आई सच काफ़ी वीक हो गई है if I have a classes I will put and do a voice over. Okay, so time skip. Yoongi come downstairs. Jimin already placed the breakfast on the dining table and he is talking with someone on the phone. Yoongi go and sit on the chair. He is waiting. When Jimin cut the call, Jimin see him. Jimin, I will talk with you later. He placed his phone on the side, uh, and they start to do the breakfast. Jimin, what's the date today? Yoongi, 21st November, he said, and then he realized Yoongi no. Jimin chuckled to see him. Jimin mom called me. She's calling me. Yoongi, why you want to go? Jimin, this is my brother Yoongi. Yoongi, so what, Jimin? We go together and you come home. I mean, see, I drop you now and you come with me in night. I come late from office. Jimin, Yoongi, my all cousins, relatives were present there. You stay with me. Jimin, now you are doing, you are not doing Yoongi. Yoongi sighed and he nodded. Yoongi, okay. I drop you. Go and get ready, he said, and start to do the breakfast. Jimin see him. Jimin, Mr. CEO, who said you are CEO of the company? Yoongi, so what, huh? CEOs don't there. Jimin, maybe they do. I don't know. I just know this one is. I come in 2 minutes, he said, and about to go. Yoongi hold his hand. Yoongi don't go. Jimin speaks something. Yoongi, okay, go. Jimin see him. He smile and chip on his cheeks and run. Yoongi, hey, don't do this. I changed my decision, he said, and in return, he heard a giggle's voice. Yoongi, do breakfast, Yoongi. For 10 days, you have to make food by yourself or eat from outside as Jimin is going. Eat from outside, he said, and start to do the breakfast. Jimin pack his things and get ready. He do. He said to place his bag in the car. He come in the dining room and see a note come in the car. I am already late. He read and chuckled. Jimin, haha, I myself don't want to go, but she is calling me. He think and Jimin come and sit on the car. Yoongi wear glasses. His eyes is on the road. He start to drive. Jimin, Yoongi, now don't do this, huh? You are trying your best. I change my plan. Yoongi, like you do, huh? Like you do, huh, Jimin? You don't come to meet me in 10 days? Yoongi, no. Jimin, huh? Why? Yoongi, when you taunt me, why would I come to meet you, huh? Jimin, you know by yourself how much are you. So please, huh? Yoongi, I am saying. Jimin, Min Yoongi is trying his best. I change my plan. Yoongi and Min Jimin decide he don't do. Jimin, you naughty. Yoongi, huh? Sometimes think about you. Also, he said, and Jimin speaks something on the. Jimin signed to see his, and then the car stopped in front of the building. Jimin looked at him. Jimin, take care. Don't eat food from outside. If you said I talk with auntie, she sent you food, as I know you don't go there. Yoongi, I make the food by myself. You also take care. They come out from the car. Jimin sing him. Jimin, don't be okay, he said, and Yoongi back. Yoongi, I am just kidding. You go and enjoy, he said, and Yoongi on his forehead. Yoongi, Hmm. Jimin come upstairs. He see his mom, dad, Jimin, mom, dad. He call them. They look at him and smile. Mrs. Park, oh my Jimina, come. She becomes so happy and they each other. Mr. Park also stand up to see him. Jimin meet with his dad. Mr. Park, you come. Yoongi don't come. Jimin, he have meeting. Dad, he said he come and meet with you later. Now he have to go. Mr. Park, it's okay, son. We understand. He is the one who is handle everything, so he need time. Jimin, right, Dad? Where is young? Mrs. Park, your cousins also come. They wake up all night and now they all are sleeping. Jimin signed to see them. Jimin dad, when Uncle Jin is coming back. Mr. Park, he said he come before 1 week, so he also come in 2 to 3 days. Mr. Park, you did right. Mrs. Park, you did right to come. Jimin, we have a lot of work to do. Jimin, we do, mom. Mr. Park, you go. And okay. Jimin come in the room. He see Taeyang and his other cousins is two hand feel like he see Taeyang and his other cousins is sleeping. He didn't waste time. Take the jug of water and on them. They all and wake up. Jimin start laughing. Jim, you come. He said, and his brother Jimin chuckle and meet with him. His other cousins also become happy to see him. Max, when you come, Jimin, how are you all, Jen? We are fine, and look at you, huh? I thought you become, but till now you are same, she said, and Jimin eyes widen. He turned. Lisa, oh, see someone is feeling. Mm-hmm. Jimin, guys, please, huh? You all go and fresh up, then we talk. All sure, they go. Time skip. They all sit on the bed talking with each other. Jay, so when you go back, Jimin, seriously? Hmm. Hyung, Jimin, he's fine. Jen, how he give you permission to come? He don't stay you for a second. Lisa, same. When I see him, I also think this. Max tell us, Jimin, it's young. That's why he gave me permission. I come here. Jay, then I have to thank Hyung. Jimin, you can. Jen, okay, so Jimin. So, guys, today we just do enjoy, and from tomorrow we start the preparations. Like she started to tell them, and they all listen with full focus. They were talking when Jimin see the time. They do a lot of fun. It's almost night. He want to know Yoongi come back home or not. Lisa, you are saying your call. You are not Jimin. Huh? No, it's not like that. Hey guys, let's sleep. I am sleepy. And from tomorrow we start the preparations. Then yeah, okay then good night. They all sleep and Jimin sign Jimin sign in real life. Jay, you go and talk with him. Ask him how is he. He said in turn, Jimin, I promise I go back. Jay, we see later, he said, and Jimin go from there. Jay also messaged Jungkook. Jimin come on the rooftop. He dialed Yoongi number in first ring. Yoongi attend the call like he is waiting for him. Jimin, if you are waiting for my call, you can call me by yourself. Yoongi, I don't want you with your cousins, he said, and Jimin chuckled. Jimin, seriously, Yoongi, what I do with you, Yoongi? If you want, you can come back. Jimin, I will come after 10 days. Yoongi, at least don't mention that 10 days. Today, Jungkook come and I want to him. Jimin smile. Jimin, don't. He is my brother. Leave this, you go home or still in the office. Hmm. Become Jimin, no Yoongi, go home. See the time. It's almost 11. Yoongi, I will go after some times. Jimin, I am sure you don't do the dinner. Yoongi, you sit by yourself. Don't eat from outside. So I go home, make and eat. Jimin sighed. Jimin, what I do with you? Yoongi, hey, don't. I will take care of myself. Jimin, I know how much you are doing, he said, and Yoongi smiled. Yoongi, don't be for me. Jimin, really? I talk with Jay by myself. I come back tomorrow. He understands me, but you, you are kid. Yoongi, hey Jimin, listen, listen, don't talk with him, don't. I am going home. I make dinner and do. From tomorrow, I wake up on time. You just do enjoy. I promise. I take care of myself, Jimin. Okay, but this is last time, Yoongi. Okay, let's go early. Jimin, take care. Yoongi, you too. And Jimin smiled. Jimin, thank you. He cuts the call and chuckle. He see the phone and then go in the room. So from tomorrow he have to do the preparations. Hmm. Well, Jimmy life is well so good. So let's see. I must have don't know how much. How can I write that much long? Some days pass. Some days pass. Only 5 days are left for their Jimin, Jimin and their cousin and their other cousins come out for the shopping. But and now come to do the lunch. They all sit there. Eyes fell on someone. Jimin. See, he is not Yoongi Hyun. He said in low voice. Jimin looked at the direction. He see Yoongi is here. They are doing the lunch and talking happily. Jimin see him too. Who is she? You know her? Jimin, no, I don't know her. Maybe he is here for some meeting. Hmm. He's here for some meeting. It's common. Maybe. I think we go on some other restaurant as if they see, they ask you so many questions. He said and Jimin nodded. They take them, but Jimin stand on the side watching Yoongi. He don't know why. They of course see the time. I am in office. Jimin, are you sure you are in office? Yoongi, why? What happened? Jimin, just randomly I ask you, Yoongi. Oh, okay, I have some work to complete. I talk with you later. He said and cut the call. Jimin see Yoongi again and start to. Jimin come home. He directs come in his room. He is not understanding anything. He off his phone. He open the door and enter in the room. But he stop. His eyes widen when he see the room. When he the and he see the of the on the things like there is no Jimin accessory is here. Jimin take his step toward the almirah. He open and he see Yoongi clothes is here and also here he see and close the almirah. He is just watching the room, but then he heard the voice. Of course, he recognized Yoongi voice, but another voice also. He heard both are laughing. Jimin stand there. The door open. Yoongi stop on his porch when he see Jimin, and Jimin see Yoongi and the girl. No, no, she is so beautiful. Yoongi, Jimin, you are here. He's to come. Yoongi, oh, you did right. Welcome, he said. Within some seconds, he back. Yoongi, Jimin, she is he, my best friend. We are together from childhood, even to study in university also together. She just come out. She just go out for business, and he is Jimin. He nice to meet you, Jimin. Jimin, me too. When you come, I don't know. I am here from almost 4 to 5 days. Yoongi, when you go, she come. Actually, I don't tell you so you don't start to think, he said, and Jimin same he actually no. He don't set you as you don't come because if you see us how we you surely ask him for Jimin. Well, I am seeing, he said, and Yoongi don't understand what he want to say. He phone start ringing. She go to attend the call. Hmm. She go to attend the call. Okay. About to Yoongi about to hold Jimin hand, and Jimin take his steps back. Jimin, what is all this, Yoongi? Yoongi, what? Jimin, the room. Yoongi, oh, she liked the room in the hall mansion. So I shift your things in another room, Jimin, and yours. Yoongi, I don't get time, Jimin. You get time to shift my things in another room, but you don't get time to shift yours. Yoongi, why you are Jimin? This is not a big deal. That's why I don't call you and tell you about her. Jimin said something. He come, he saw. This is your room, Jimin. Actually, I like the room, so I said, Jim, give me this room. Jimin smiled. Jimin, no problem. I come after fresh up. He said and go from there. He don't look at Yoongi. I think he don't. Yoongi. Jimin is so soft and good person. Don't think too much, okay? He okay, Yoongi. I come in sometimes, he said, and go. Hmm. Jimin come in another room. He see the things is arranged in this room. He sit on the bed and close his eyes. Yoongi come in the room. He see him and sit beside him. on the bed. Jimin is silent. He don't say anything when Yoongi him. Jimin didn't say anything and move from his place. Yoongi said, Jimin, you said you were in office when you were in the restaurant during lunch. Yoongi, I was. If I tell you, you start to do like now you are doing, Jimin. So you think I said, huh? Jimin stand up. Yoongi see him. He also stand up. Yoongi, my was not to you, but I don't know. I do. Jimin, me, Yoongi, you don't know what you do. First you search and second you give my room to her. How can you do this, Yoongi? That was the room where our hmm, start where we do the beginning of our. The room had so much memories. Yoongi, that was just a room. Jimin, please, huh? She is my best friend. You don't know how much she is for me. Jimin, that was not just a room, Yoongi. Yoongi, if you think to create a Jimin, then tell me why I am time here. 27. Jimin, what happened with you, Yoongi? He said, and from his eyes, Yoongi see him his and the door and he opened the door for go, but he see he I don't have any to hear something. I'm Jimin. I go back today. I don't want to. Yoongi, wait. You. It's nothing like that. You don't go anywhere. But Yoongi, I said you don't go anywhere. He said and just nodded. He go. Jimin, come out. Jimin, come in the room. On the bed. Sit on the bed. He saw what he did. It's okay. It's happened sometimes. He don't take on don't take on a big place in his. So you still need time. You still need time to take a place of. She said, and Jimin don't. Okay, so I just changed my side. The scene is good. Okay. Jimin, come downstairs. He started to collect the ingredients. Of course, he know Yoongi don't make dinner. He eats from outside from last 5 days. He is silently doing his work. When Yoongi come in the kitchen, he see Jimin is silently doing his work. He is also what he did. Jimin is just a soft pattern for him. And how can he come back for him and look at him, Yoongi go. Jimin stop. He don't said anything. And again start to do his work. And Yoongi saw. He said and he gave him Jimin now and start to do his work. I write much, but still it's right. Okay, you all read this text by yourself. It's good if you do. So let's see. Do his work again. Yoongi, please. I know I did, please. But Jimin is not ready to listen him today. Yoongi, no, now what he have to do. Yoongi, okay, don't talk with me, but yeah. he said, and go, Jimin. See him. He hurriedly and sighed. He started to make the dinner when he come. He, what are you doing? Jimin, nothing. Making dinner. He, don't you have any in your mansion? Jimin, no. I no need. Hey, he, don't you need any? Who do all this, Jimin? We do stay here. We don't have that much work here, so I am enough to handle everything. Right. She sit there and start to see Jimin. When a notification come on the screen, Jimin see it's from Yoongi. Sorry, Jimin wait. He about to place his phone on the side, but another notification pop on the screen. Sorry. Hmm. Um. Jimin take his. Jimin places his phone on the side, but again the bell ring. He is not understanding. Jimin go. He off his phone. Yoongi sign. To see him, he stand on the side. He see Yoongi. You want any help, Jimin? Jimin, thank you, but I don't want any help. Yoongi, yeah, is multi-talented. Yeah, I can see, she said with smile. Yoongi about to him. Jimin turn and she give him. Yoongi, I make dinner today with my. Come, Jimin, let's make, he said, and start to add the ingredients. Jimin stand, Jimin stand on the side watching him. He don't know what Jimin is making, so he stopped. Yoongi, what you are making? Jimin gets Yoongi in your, he said, and Jimin signed to say him. Jimin, can you take your best friend from here? Yeah. Hmm. Come, Yoongi. Yoongi Bird. Jimin start to do his work. Yoongi go out with he, Jimin san. I don't want to send you, but how can I that much easily, Yoongi? Hmm. Wait a minute. And here your Unisla start to sleepy again. It's almost 2 a.m. I think so. Yeah, it's 2:04. Okay. Jimin come in. Jimin come in the room. He see Yoongi is not in the room. He take his step toward the window and the door closed. And Jimin know who come. Maybe he didn't turn. Jimin heard the voice. He turned and he see he. Jimin, he, you are here? He, yeah, I am here to ask you something. Jimin, yeah, ask he. You come join us. We are going for watching movie. Jimin, we. He, yeah, me and Yoongi. Jimin, no, you both go. I don't want to come. He, okay, as you wish. As you wish, we may come late. You don't wait. She said and go. She said and go. Jimin go out. Jimin go out from the window and see Yoongi is waiting for her. Jimin see him with his eyes. What is happening with Yoongi? She come. She come. Hmm. Come in the room and close the window. He sits on the bed and close his eyes. One by one start to fall from his eyes. He opened his eyes and remembered so much memories. He think more, his phone start ringing. He attend the calls. Hey Jimin, where are you? Jimin, I am at mention. Jay, you are. Hey, why you are? Jimin, take a deep breath. Jimin, I am not. I am just sleepy. Jay, where is Yoongi Hyun? Jimin, he's taking the. Jay, alright. We talk later. You come tomorrow. Tell me. Jimin, I come. Now bye. He cut the call and his phone on the phone. He lay on the bed and started to staring the ceiling. He don't know where the past now. He can see her from outside. It's almost 5 a.m. The birds were chirping when hmm, the room door opened. Yoongi entered in the room. He see Jimin like this. Yoongi, don't you sleep? Yoongi is with someone. How can I sleep? How can I sleep? How was you, Yoongi? What are you saying, Jimin? Are you in your? I go with her to watch the movie. Yoongi, who knows what? As you learn to set the hall with your best friend, he said, Yoongi, Jimin. Jimin hands is on his cheeks. He sits on the bed and you see him. Yoongi is shocked on himself when what he just did. Jimin. Jimin didn't hear anything. He go from there. Yoongi, what you did? He signed and he he closed his eyes. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I think five scenes are left. Almost. I can't set anything here well. Okay. Jimin come back. Why he stay there? This is the early morning. Everyone is sleeping in their room. Everyone is sleeping in their room. He direct come in his room. He sit on the bed. He start to think what just happened and see himself in the mirror. He stand up and went to the mirror. He remembered the how Yoongi Jimin he everything on the he's he want to the whole birthday come. He see him. His parents don't come. Say, Jimin, you are here. What are you doing? He said. And Jimin picked the Jimin. He ran. He ran to him. Jimin, what are you doing? Jimin, leave me, Jay. Leave me. I want to. I want to. Jimin, you don't know what you are saying, Jimin. I want to, Jay. I want to. He said, and he don't know when he fell in sleep. Also, John, he, Jay, what happened with you, Jimin? Jimin, I want to. He said, and he fell in sleep. They see him lay on the bed and go out from the. Of course, now he said to his parents, for now, why Jimin come? What happened? He don't such anything. What happened until he asked from Jimin? Okay, so हो जा. Okay, with Yoongi, you do. With Yoongi, he sit on the bed thinking about thinking about the bed, thinking what he did. How can he go him now, Jimin? Okay. Hmm. He sit on the bed thinking what he did. How can he go? And him now Jimin is a soft petal. How can he do this? He is thinking when he come. She see Jimin is not in the room, so she come and sit beside him. Where is Jimin? Where is Jimin? He said on Yoongi's side. Yoongi he go. He as a best friend tell her everything and she become happy. Yoongi, he have to understand you. She said and placed her hand on his shoulder. Yoongi, what understand, huh? Hmm. I'm your best friend. Your best friend, right? Can he's that much? You don't, okay? I am here with you. Just take some rest. She said as she placed her hand. Hmm. And Yoongi, and stand up, Yoongi, stay to your. He, I don't give you to do this. I may. The after I have to understand. I am. Now this is all not me now, but now I understand, and I don't want the thing become more for me. Jimin is my, and without him, I am. I am just a nothing else. Remember this. Remember this. You can go now. I don't want you come here again. I am friendship with you right now. I don't want a best friend or a friendship with Jimin. You can go from here. I don't want to see you here again. So thank God Yoongi realized, and here Yoon is so sleepy. Okay, so Yoon is sleepy. 43 13 minutes का है. Okay, here now take your things and go. I will myself of what I did, he said, and go from there, leaving her shocked behind. He what the how can he do this? How can he do this? Like from when she and go from there? Of course, she is going back London, but does she do? कितनी होगी? हो कि नहीं गई? Done. Okay. This is the third last scene. This is the third last scene. Jimin stand on the side. He told Jay everything, but he said him stay silent. He wear pink colored dress, looking so simple, and stand on the side. Everyone is asking Simba kyo. Where is Yoongi? And he himself don't know. He don't had any with Yoongi. After that, he don't even see his phone now. Also, Tae and Jungkook sit there. There is still time for Jimin is in his thoughts when his mobile ring. He see the notification. It's from a new number. He open and see the video, and of course he see Jimin of the video start to come out from. He close his eyes and then open. He don't want someone see. And then his eyes fell on the person. For now, maybe he don't want to, or maybe he want. He don't know. He don't know Yoongi. Of course, he have to. And his eyes finding someone. All right. Him with his eyes, Yoongi. Just see him. He went to him, but Mr. Park come. He start to meet him. Jimin turned and he wiped his. He saw here. where he go, whom he tell, what he is feeling right now. Yoongi meet with others, and within 10 minutes he come where Jimin is present. He is Yoongi hands is he don't know how he call him. Jimin turn. He see him, who stands in front of him with the in his eyes. Jimin look into an other side. She about to go when Yoongi hold his hand. Everyone is present here. Hear what he do. He stop on his place and looking down Yoongi. I don't have any word to say, Jimin. My family don't know anything. Like everything is okay. He said and go. Yoongi see him how much his voice is. He 10 मिनट तक आ गया मेरा वॉइस ओवर okay. It's just like a rose. Yoongi Jimin went on the day. Everything become alright. Jimin stay happy buddy. Stay I am if you are, he said, and Jimin back he wipes. Of course Jungkook know the reality. Jen, oh Jimin don't hear he himself start. She said, and they all chuckle. Yoongi look at Jimin. Jim, he is like this. Well, Jimin, he will not. Lisa, like we don't know anything. How much he's behind you, Jimin? Didn't said anything, Mrs. Park. Jimin, son, come here. She call him. He go and start to talk with his mother soon. The also done. Now only Park family are left in. Even his cousins also go home. Mrs. Park, we don't know how Jimin spent 10 days. You take care. Hmm. They all look at him. Mrs. Park, what? Jimin, they just go. You both stay. I stay here for some more days. Mr. Park smiled. Mr. Park, as you wish, my son. Then we are waiting for you in the car. Both go. Jimin also about to go when Yoongi hold his hand. Yoongi, please stay. Yoongi, please don't give me that much. He said, and Jimin see him with his eyes. His best, but he's trying his best, but it's impossible. Jimin, I want from you, he said, and go from there, leaving shocked Yoongi, who stand there feeling like his whole world for a moment. He can't believe what Jimin asked him, for he can't. He never do this. He will without him, Jimin. He will him, but now, but not this. He go behind him, but he already go. Yoongi sit on his car. He talk with him. He he also started driving. इनमें नींद आंदी ना. Jimin come home. He come he come out after fresh up. He sit on the second last scene mirror. He sit on the bed and close his eyes. Suddenly he open his eyes and he open his phone gallery and see his and Yoongi photos. पिछले टेक्स्ट में लिखा फ़ोन में ज़मीन तुम्हारे के तोड़ दो ना मैं फ़ोन भी लाई then this bunch of Yoongi photos. He don't know why he wants to talk with him now. Maybe just because they don't talk from a long time, or he said him for him. himself himself don't want to stay. How can he said this? He is thinking and seeing the pictures when the door knocked. He wipes and open the door. He see his mother come. She is literally Jimin see her. See he become Mrs. Park Jimin. Mrs. Jimin and she said and her Jimin eyes widen. Mrs. Park is Jimin they said she said and started Jimin stand there with shocked. Last scene. Uh, they come hospital. Oh, they come. Jimin is. They come home. Jimin. Come home. Jimin is still. He don't understand what is happening. What is happening? Where his parents take him. Jae and Jungkook is already present here. Jimin when Jimin come in the he Jimin why are you Mrs. Park Jimin? Jimin, where I am. This is why you take me here. Mrs. Park Jimin, Yoongi. Jimin, what Yoongi? Mom, he is not here. He must be at home. Why you all come here? Let's go home. Come with me, he said, and about to go when Tae stopped him. Tae Jimin, Yoongi Hyun is here. He is on the Jimin you are why he come here, huh? You all he is not here. When I am telling you he is at home, why you are not listening me? Why he come here? He is at home. I am going, he said, and Mrs. Park started. Che is also to see his brother. Hmm. Third last text. Last scene. His brother. Jimin, why you are not listening me? You are your time here. He's at home. Come with me. He said he on the Jimin I know he's drawing on me. He don't had any. He's saying to me Jungkook. Jungkook he stand up and he went to him. Jimin, Jungkook, you are his best friend, please. Said him come out. He come now. You know I was at him. That's why he's doing this. Jungkook, he listen you. Said him, he come please. Jungkook said him. He is saying Jungkook didn't said anything. He looked into another side with Jimin Tae. Jungkook listen you. Said him. He called Yoongi. You know na. He listened. Jungkook said him. Tae Jimin. Him and Jimin start to and second last text yeah. Okay, so talk with him. So this was the last scene and the second last text. Jimin Yoongi, he's seeing him his parents, and then Jungkook went to him. Don't this is JK. How's he? We are still doing. We don't said. He said, and go take sit here. He said, and Jimin sit. Jimin, you take. He always said, Jimin, whenever I go, you what I am. And I said, Jim, I already know. But he said no. He said, I don't know. I really don't know, Jay, what he is for. He is, you know, Jay. I said him for, I know he don't give me. He come and talk with me. Please, said I already saw much. Said na come. Said him na come. Come, do this. Don't do this. You all said him. He don't see in my eyes. Tell him I am. Bichara Jimin. Huh. Okay, so here is the he said and look at the sister just on the paper. If this is not, I have to go, she said, and Jimin is watching her with his shocked eyes. Jungkook hurriedly take the answer. Jungkook, I am his brother, now you can go, he said, and she go. Jimin, what is this you did? Jungkook, how can you did this? You on the Jimin, and call go and call her. Go. Jungkook, go. He's and J. Oh my. खत्म हो गया. It's almost finished. Okay, hope so you all like. If you like, then subscribe and tell me in comments. Bye bye. Take care of yourself. Sarange. See you in the next video.